Alrighty, hello everybody. Gonna get this live stream shared here. Yeah, we still have some problems with this thing, but hopefully that shouldn't be a problem. Alrighty, let's get into the intro here. Hello everybody and welcome to Season 8, Round 3 of OEC. We are here at Hockenheimring. I'm just gonna get straight into this, into the capture and all that stuff. It looks like everything is working today, unlike yesterday, the whole BS. I didn't do qualifying, but I believe we will have it qualifying first in the DPs. It is #1 UK fan. I think it's also Convictions leading. I could be wrong. It's one of the Porsches or Convictions that is leading the GTs. Don't mind me. I ain't racing in these until probably Indy Classic. That's about maybe a month or so away. And also, I guess this is kind of more of an update regarding the main channel, Damage Incorporated. I'm in the process of listening to several albums for the first episode of the 2023 review series, so I figured I'd put that out there. I'm already on to the final track of the Uriah Heep album, Chaos in Color. So hopefully after this, I will get back to listening to those. Pretty much, I'm probably, during all this, I might be giving my thoughts on that album as I'm, it. I got one album after this, but I'm also gonna probably get timer set here. We got the timer pretty much all set for an OEC here. We're just waiting on a few people to ready up. Waiting on Score, Buffalo, Just Ayrton. And that's pretty much everybody. We got 11 cars in the field total. We got 2 people. Ben! What's up, dude? I'm glad you can make it here. What is up? Glad you can make it here, Ben. Nice to see you here. I just mentioned that I was talking about my 2023 review series video, the first one. But I'm glad you could make it here, Ben. And stop on by. Awesome. Glad you could make it here. Are you one of those that has already subscribed? No, you haven't. Well, not with that one. You subscribed with the Metal Bastards. Well, we were doing a live stream last night on his main channel, which he is commenting. But, thank you, Metal Ben's Chronicles. Where, of course, metal lives. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like how that you do that sometimes. That's pretty cool. But how are you doing today, Metal Ben? I got a capture card streaming all this. It shouldn't be a long... Hopefully shouldn't be a long race. It's only an hour, 15 minutes. Looks like my old phone wants to verify an update on it, but that's alright. I still got my current phone. So again, if you're still there in the chat, Ben, oh, we're getting going to get some. Gonna join them here real quick and get everything set up. Ah, cool! Ah, yes, of course. A big quick plug. He's doing his, obviously, as he mentioned, he's doing a list series for the 1980s. I might join him for a few. I don't know how many. 1980 might be one. I'm still want to figure that out too. But I'm pretty sure I know some of the albums for that, as I got some paper here. Down goes my controller. There are definitely some on my list that I will definitely be doing on that list. But we are trying to get things ready, and hopefully this doesn't last long, as I have to keep an eye on my... Ooh. Arsenal is now the host. Apologies, we're just trying to get things, set up here for this race so we can get this done and over with, so I don't have to worry about all this. I thank you for coming into the chat, Ben. It's nice to have you. We're gonna... Here's the real lobby, pretty much. Yeah, I already probably got my... Just figuring out what other years I could be a part of and stuff like that. Now we're getting things situated here. Hopefully you stick around. And watch how I do with all these commentating and stuff like that. You're gonna be one of the first to see what I do. I am not gonna get copyright claimed on this with that stuff. Got 3 people up in here now. Welcome to the 3 people in the chat. Excuse me while I'm... Alright, I have to tell him. Ugh. I don't know if he's see the message. But I believe when I was looking, there is one who did subscribe, but it's not in this notification bar. As we're now essentially getting ready for this. But I did want to give a shout out to Z Murph for the subscribe. He doesn't have it on the mini feed here, so. But to Z Murph, thank you for the subscribe. So hopefully this time we will be getting things set. I don't even know if this guy is. I don't even think he should be here. Yes, the Boatley. And welcome to the chat, Webster. Let's get the Boatley as a meme. Oh, yeah, we get a boat and we put wheels on it. Yeah. But I don't know why this person here is still here. You should not even be here. Yeah, tell them to maybe see if they can kick this guy out. I don't know why this guy. Got 4 people here in the chat. They tell them they might need to kick this guy. We don't need him here. I don't think he's ready. We allowed him in the qualify, but I don't think we can. I don't think he should. This person should be here. Oh, is he a part of the league? Because I didn't see a sign up. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, he is. Okay, fair enough. All right. Okay, fair enough. All right. All right, he is in this. Okay, fair enough. All right, I don't need to ask. All right. Fair enough, we'll let him race. Fair enough, we're letting him race. So hopefully he gets his car. Okay, we got everybody ready. Alright, good to know. He is in this race and he is eligible. At the very least, then. Alright, so here we go. We're getting set to race here. I got my timer here. We got 12 cars in the field today here in the 3rd round of the. I will take my camera off. You can see we got 12 cars here today. We will get things set here. Here we go. We are. So, we're going to go in order. In first, it is number 1 UK fan in the number 24 Bengals car. And then in second, it is RZM Arsenal in the number 29 Creeper themed Porsche. And then rounding out the DPs, it is DMS Doug, the defending LMP1 champion. Technically, he won the DP championship. But he is the defending champion of the fast class, pretty much. Then we come to the GTs. In the number 444, starting first is Convictions in the number 444, Aston Martin. In second, it is Scored Buffalo in the number 31, Chevy ZR1. Third is Just Ayrton in the number 95, Porsche RSR. Fourth, I believe, yeah. Fourth in GTs is Marcigarro in the number 72 Porsche as well. Then we got another one. Teammate in the number 92 is VR7 Ruiz Race. That puts him in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th place. 6th place is Siegel in the number 888 BMW M3. Then we come to DMS Jake, 10th overall, but I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th in the GTs. GTs in the number 83 Porsche RSR. Then we got SWR Phoenix in the number 12 Ford GT LM, and that puts it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in 9th is Webster 582 in the number 582 Bentley, or the Boatley Continental. So that is your field here for the third round. Obviously, we didn't have a round last Saturday because of Torah and the 24 hours of Daytona, but this time around we are back after a week off with the Torah race. And we get started. We are green here at Hockenheim. Arsenal jumps out, and here comes the number 1 UK fan. Gets out to a good jump for the lead, but Arsenal is going to be all over his back bumper here. Number 1 UK fan closes the door on Arsenal. It's only the first lap. It's only the first few minutes, so it'll be plenty of time for Arsenal to get by number 1 UK fan and dominated this. It's a battle of the special liveries here. Arsenal looks to the outside. Ooh, and number 1 UK fan, Matt, got a little bit loose there. Arsenal takes a little peek in the inside. Does he have a run here? Arsenal to the inside, and with ease has the lead in the LMP1s. Number 1 UK fan, he's not done. He's still there. Ooh, but now Arsenal is starting to pull away here. Apologies for the frame rates and all that stuff, but my capture card does overheat quite a bit. So there might be chances I might go back and forth with the game capture and with the game streaming on the Xbox Console Companion and this capture card from time to time. So I do want to apologize for some of this. Hopefully at some point I will get hopefully a better capture card. As we can see, Arsenal is starting to pull away, so this might give us a chance to look at the GTs now. As we see Conviction just starting to surprisingly pull away from Scored Buffalo here. But we're seeing a battle for third in the GTs between Just Ayrton and Siegel. The BMW Siegel came back, has come up now all of a sudden. Siegel is holding on, and he's up to third now. Oh, but here comes, oh, and there it gets into Siegel there a little bit there. But Siegel holds on, and he's still in third. suffering heavy frame rate issues now here in the race. And oh, and here goes. Tries to look into the inside of Siegel, but to no avail. So most of the action will be on the GTs here today. We've seen Ayrton possibly trying to force his way into third. Again, apologies for this maybe having technical difficulties sometimes, but hopefully I will hopefully find a way to combat this. Ooh, but Siegel got a little bit loose there. Ayrton trying to look to the inside right now. This game probably has more of a high performance, and that's probably why my capture card tends to overheat quite a bit, whereas, say, Minecraft, there's not so much of that. Trying to keep this thing as cool as possible. Okay, hopefully that'll work. Keep this thing cool. We've been less than almost, we've been doing it for 10 minutes so far, and just Ayrton is trying to figure out a way to get by Siegel. Trying to find a way around Siegel. Siegel currently in third place right now. Oh, but here comes Ayrton to the inside! And Ayrton takes third from Siegel. Other battles going on. Siegel is now under attack from Marcy Garo. Siegel coming back now. Just there. Here comes Siegel. Siegel just look at the right side or the high side. Trying to rebound and reclaim third here. As we're now seeing Arsenal is now coming into the picture now. And putting these cars a lap down now. And oh, Ayrton goes wide. Siegel looks to the left, right side. Can he complete the pass though? And they're still side by side here. Siegel had the power to get by. Not quite. Ayrton still holds on to third. But it's looking like we got ourselves a battle for the GT lead here between Convictions and Scored Buffalo. Convictions trying to hold on. He has had history. I have history with this guy when it comes to commentating. Oh, but Convictions still holding on to the GT lead. Scored's gonna look to the outside here. But to no avail, Convictions holds on to the lead. Number one UK fan go by as well. Go by the GT leaders and oh, Convictions! Convictions is loose! Scored on the right side! And Scored will take the lead in the GTs. Oh, but he gets loose as well! Convictions is there! Oh, Convictions gets even more loose! And Scored is in the lead in the GTs now! But can Convictions come back? Convictions does have history when it comes to races that get really, really exciting. As I have history with him. Obviously the AGRL Touring Car, inaugural AGRL Touring Car Championship race that Brands had. He and several others try to make it as exciting as it can be. Oh, but both go wide. Convictions to the inside. Can Convictions get by? Score Buffalo here. Convictions gonna cut a little bit, but he wants to keep it as exciting as he can. Ooh, but Scored. They're side by side here. Can Convictions put the power down in that Aston Martin? Yes, he can. He has regained the GT lead. Ooh, but Scored. He's not giving it up that easily. Ooh, but Scored. Back into the GT lead once again. Oh, it's getting good here in the GT lead. For the GT lead here. As we're seeing just Ayrton is pulling away. Maybe closing in on these two. Convictions for a little bit was on my team for just a little bit. Or maybe it was another, maybe it was when I was in the Raven. I can remember. For time I was bringing him in. And Slay for a little bit. But we got less than an hour to go here in the race. We've had 15 minutes go by. And we already got excited as we see Convictions going into the inside. Couldn't get it go by. Scored, holds on to the lead. Convictions going to the inside again. What a battle we're having for the GT lead between Scorn Buffalo and Convictions. Convictions in his first race of the year. He missed the first here in this season in OEC. He missed the first two. But he is more than... We got Ronald in the chat cheering on for those Porsches back there of Just Ayrton and Marcy Garro. As we are seeing Just Ayrton is catching as these two are battling it out for the GT lead. Well, good to have you here, Ronald, here in the chat. As we're seeing Convictions holding off, trying to pull away, but here comes Scorn Buffalo. As we're seeing Scorn Buffalo going back on the right side, he's gonna have the advantage here, and he's got the lead again. But Convictions fighting back now, and with ease, Convictions back to the lead here in the GT class here in Hockenheim. And we're now seeing also #1 UK fan once again coming back. Must have had an accident, but he is back in the getting by the GT cars. As we're seeing Just Ayrton, he is closing on these two who have constantly battled. He's put a gap over Marcy Garro, who is now up to 4, as Marcy Garro somehow got by Siegel. But look at this, Ayrton has caught up to these two leaders. In a GT car, in a Porsche of all places. But then again, the Porsches always do great here at Hockenheim. That Aston Martin of Convictions is holding on. Because he now sees, oh shoot, Just Ayrton has caught up. Yes indeed, Metal Biz Chronicles, in the good old words of good old JR Jim Ross. Good God Almighty! We are having a 3-car battle for the lead as we see Convictions get loose there in turn 1, and this is allowed Scorn Buffalo to catch up. And also, Just Ayrton paying a little bit of tribute to Ayrton Senna, a racing legend, rest in peace to the great Ayrton Senna, as Scorn Buffalo powers through on the outside to reclaim the GT lead. My God, what a battle we got here for the GT lead, as we're seeing Just Ayrton catch up, try to go on the outside, try to send it there, but to no avail. We got ourselves a battle here for the GT lead. Lead with less than 57, almost less than 56 minutes to go in the race. While the give you a brief touch up on the LMP1s, nothing has changed. Arsenal out to a huge lead over #1 UK fan and DMS Doug. But the battle has been on the GTs, particularly with Scorn Buffalo and Convictions. As we're seeing Convictions trying to look onto the inside here. And we see, Ayrton got a little bit loose, and in fact it's just these two. But maybe Ayrton can catch up. Maybe these two can battle once again. Just Ayrton can catch up. Here comes Convictions. Once again has a lot of power after exiting turn 1. Convictions looks to the outside. But ain't gonna do. Maybe a switcheroo here. No. Scorn Buffalo closes the door there. Oh, but Convictions with a power move on the outside to reclaim the GT lead. My God. Whew, we got ourselves a battle here. But we're going to see if there's any other battles. Now, we do kind of have a battle here to see who is intended overall between Webster and Jake. But we'll get back to that as we see the GT, we see the LMP1 leader of our we also see DMS Doug is now also coming through. Oh, but he had to put on the brakes there. And here comes DMS Doug to make quick work of these. Oh, no! Oh! Oh, Doug got loose there! Ooh, that's some tight work. And we see Just Ayrton the second now! After all the confusion with that! As we now see Doug going by. But Just Ayrton up to second now. In the GT with all the chaos with Doug and Scort and Ayrton. But Just Ayrton up to second here in Hockenheim. Yeah, like I said, we got a few first-timers here in the race. Convictions leading. And then Just Ayrton second. Marcigaro in fourth. Followed by VR7 Ruiz race. I believe that's in sixth. So we got a few first-timers here. So making their first starts in this race, in this season. Just Ayrton has slowly but surely climbed up into second now. After starting, he wasn't turning, fell back a little bit. As we see DMS Doug go into the pits. Can Ayrton catch up to Convictions? To Mercy. Mercy is known to be controversial sometimes, but here there is no controversy. He is making this as entertaining as he can with a three-car battle, potentially four. We will see Mercy Garo trying to catch up. Buffalo, and oh, there goes Ayrton! Ayrton trying to set it in that corner, into that hairpin corner, but Conviction's still leading. Can Ayrton catch up? Get by Convictions, aka Mercy, or whatever goes by. I'll figure it out. Also, if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button here. Oh, and we see Convictions get a little bit loose. Ayrton to the look to the outside. But no, Convictions closes the door. As we got less than 50.5 minutes remaining here in the race. We're now seeing Arsenal go by once again. This is where the battle's been all race long in the GT category. As we're seeing Ayrton. Oh, Convictions go wide. It was a crossover move. They're 3 wide. Scored Buffalo. Trying to take advantage. Scored Buffalo. To the outside. He made a risky move and it paid off for Scort as he's back in the GT lead. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, but here we go again. Convictions once again. Back to the lead. It's back and forth with these three. Are you kidding me? Holy moly. Try not to swear as much. But holy crap, this is an exciting race as they're still Scort and Convictions are still side by side here. What a race we got here for the GT lead. But Scort from the viewpoint of Ayrton. Scort looking to the outside. Here comes Ayrton to the inside. But to no avail. Oh my God, I might lose my voice at the end of this. Woo! And we got some frame rate issues a little bit, but it's alright. We still got a fantastic battle. And we're going to go on board with Scored Buffalo. And we see Marcy Garro trying to come into the picture, making a 4-car battle for the lead. But this was where one of the areas that Scored tried to take advantage and take the lead back. But somehow Scored B-Stream potentially 4 might make this an entertaining battle for the GT lead and for 4th overall. And here comes Scored. Scored sends it to the inside of the hairpin. And Scored for now has the lead in the GTs. But it's not over. Here comes Conviction on the outside. He's going to have the advantage here on the inside. Ooh, no inch given. As we're seeing, Ayrton is still there. Ayrton Joe going to push Scored here. But what a battle for the GT lead as we see Conviction going wide. Scored to the lead. But Marcy Garro is in the mix now. Oh my God! Scored holding on. What a race we have here for the GT lead. My God! I will definitely be interviewing these 3 after the race is over. Well, I don't know how I'm going to be able to include the audio and stuff, but hopefully my God, what a race for the GT lead here. 4 cars to decide it on. Here comes Convictions. Oh, Convictions gets into Scored a little bit there. Oh, and it's a 3-wide battle here. They take advantage. Those Porsches take advantage. Aaron to the inside. But the Scored have enough to close. Scored is still there. And with a power move, Scored holds on to the lead. And here comes Marcy Garro. Marcy trying to... He is battling Convictions for 3rd. Bad timing for Doug, or maybe great timing. He gets to see an excellent GT battle. My God, is Scored's gonna close the door on Aaron. Are we ever gonna catch a breather here? As we see Doug get by 2nd and 3rd in GT. As we now see Doug is gonna go by our GT leader with ease now. It's looking like they are trying to catch a Mercy, trying to make this as interesting as possible with less than 45 minutes to go. My God, what a race. And they're already on the back now. Oh, we just lost. We just lost Convictions. Oh, you hate to see it. But for the brief time he was here, he made this an interesting battle for the GT lead. As we're now seeing Ayrton. Man, you hate to see it. For Mercy, a DC with less than 45 minutes to go, with almost less than 44 minutes. With now 44 minutes to go, we have our first casualty in the race. And it is Mercy. He is no longer in the race. Man, you hate to see it. And we're seeing, and we're seeing Ruiz is coming in, or not coming in, he's risking it. And he is gonna be in the lead. As we see those that have been battling Score and Ayrton and Marcigaro, they are all in the pits right now. Well, we're seeing, yes, Score's gonna come out second and potentially win this man right here, Ruiz race, comes into the pits. Score will inherit the lead again. But once again, it is still less than 43, almost 42 and a half minutes remaining in the race. Again, we've had technical difficulties sometimes, but here comes Ayrton! Ayrton to the inside! Not gonna be able to capitalize it. Scored still holds on to the lead. Yes, as you're seeing, we do have ourselves a battle for the GT lead still between Score Buffalo and Ayrton. And then we also have Marcy, as we also see oh, did we lose somebody else? Oh no! The DP leader Arsenal is gone! The LMP1 leader is gone! And we have ourselves a new LMP1 leader, and it is #1 UK fan! Oh, you hate to see that! Wow! Wow, an unfortunate turn of events for Arsenal. He is no longer the LMP1 leader. And still Ruiz is still the GT leader here at Hockenheim, but at some point Ruiz is gonna have to race. We're gonna have to pit here soon, as we got 40 minutes remaining here at Hockenheim. Sooner or later, that'll lead. Yes, as you can tell, we have lost RZM Arsenal, DC'd from the race. Man, you hate to see it for Arsenal. Man, you hate to see it. A DC for at the time LMP1 leader RZM Arsenal. Got 39 minutes remaining here in the race. Number 1 UK fan is in the lead. We're going to see it now. We see Ruiz coming into the pits now as what will essentially be the battle for the GT lead. Will heat back up once again. As we're seeing Ayrton keeping it close. He's keeping it close. We see Erickson. Oh, but Ruiz is still there. In third, he still has a chance to potentially win this. Sport holding it down in the GT lead. As these two are pulling away from Ruiz. So we got two people in the chat as we see Ayrton trying to look to the inside of Scored Buffalo, but to no avail. Scored still holding on to the lead. But here comes Ayrton, still looking. Oh, the crossover move. The switch over. But can he capitalize? Ayrton still there. No, Scored is still holding on to the lead. Again, if you're joining us, this has been the main focus of the race. If it's Scored Buffalo, originally it was 4 cars. It was Scored Buffalo, Convictions, Just Ayrton, and Marcy Garo. Marcy has somehow fallen back a little bit to fourth, and has somehow allowed Ruiz to be in third now. But unfortunately, Convictions, a DC here in the race, costed him a chance to potentially win this race. But as it stands, we got less than 36 minutes remaining here in the race as we see the LMP1 leader of number 1 UK fan easily go by. Can't score, hold on. This has been the focus all race long. We're going to see if there's other battles going on. We still have a battle for not last at the moment between three cars of SWR Phoenix, Webster, and DMS Jake. As we're seeing Webster, we're now going on board with this. The battle to see who won't be in last in the GTs and last overall, at least on the track. We see Webster get ahead of speed here on the not straight, but the curved straight here at Hockenheim. The Phoenix is still there as we see Jake is... Oh, it's Doug trying to hold on. It has been non-stop action, at least in the GT categories. And we see Webster gets into Phoenix. Oh, but here comes Webster. Webster to the outside. But to no avail. Phoenix still holding on as we see Jake. And we see Doug getting involved in this. we see a new leader. Scored somehow has fallen back, and the new leader, Just Ayrton, this time legitimately leading the GTs. Now something must have happened, and it's dropped, and it has costed Scored Buffalo to fall back to third. But it's not over for Scored, because here comes Scored. Oh, and he gets a little bit loose there. Maybe tires are starting to hurt him a little bit now, as we see the Porsches are 1-2 in the race. Basically the teammates, essentially teammates, sort of Ayrton and Ruiz. The Porsches are 1-2 here with less than 33 minutes to go. And yes, we do have Scored has entered the pits. A rare sight to see Scored not being in the lead right now. But you can't always win them all. You can't win them all. As once again, like I said, Just Ayrton is your GT leader and is third overall right now. A chance for podium here in this race has opened up because of RZM Arsenal no longer the races. We got two people in the chat. Who is in the chat or is still in the chat? Say something up so that I know you are here. As you can see, if you've been here for a while, you're seeing a new leader in the GT, that being Just Ayrton. The action is so far powerful. It's been exciting here at Hockenheim, as we're seeing Ayrton is going into the pits now. So could Ruiz be the one that ends up winning this? I need to catch my breath after all this exciting battles for the GT cars. And Scored get ahead of Ayrton here. Or will Ayrton be able to beat him yet? Ayrton is able to beat out Scored Buffalo in the pits. But is Ruiz in the driver's seat right now? I do want to mention, when it comes to my main channel here, while I am trying to catch my breath, hopefully tomorrow, after I finish listening to some of the albums on the main channel, Damage Incorporated, y'all can go and watch it. I'll be doing my 2023, my first episode of the 2023 album review series. I'll be recording that tomorrow so that everyone can go and see it. Make sure you go over and subscribe to my channel. As we got less than 29 minutes remaining Ruiz racing in his first. Ruiz racing making his debut here in OEC and his first start here is leading. And he could have come into the pits at a better time earlier. We got a few newcomers who were in this race. VR7 Ruiz race, Martigaro, and just Ayrton, and a little while ago, convictions before the DC. But Ruiz is in the driver's seat right now in the Porsche RSR, and he is leading with less than 28 minutes to go. As we see another car. Looks like we got a GT car in this one, and it is Phoenix. He was battling Webster and Jake to see who won't be last, and it looks like he is the one that's fallen victim to being getting last and potentially going to be lapped here by Ruiz. Oh, he's coming in too, and Marcigaro as well. So he has decided to come into the pits. They have a couple of first-time winners here in the form of #1 UK fan and Just Ayrton. We see Ruiz has close to scored this time around. Ford at this point is just holding on to whatever he's got. Score got a little bit loose there. This might allow Ruiz to close in now. We do have about 23 and a half minutes remaining here in the race. Number one UK fan is in the driver's seat right now. And so is Just Ayrton. Both seeking their first OEC race wins. For number one UK fan, it's in the LMP1s. And for Just Ayrton, in just his first start here. It's taken number one UK fan 3 starts here to try and claim his first win here in the Online Endurance Championship. But for Ayrton, Just Ayrton is in his first start in this league. He's doing what only maybe a handful have ever done. And that's win in your debut. I believe Arsenal, earlier this year, Arsenal won in his debut. His debut was here at Daytona, in OEC here was at Daytona, and he won that race. But it's been a rare occurrence that Score has lost. Got 22 minutes remaining. Can Ayrton hold on? So I'm going to be taking yet another breather here. We got about 18 or so minutes. 18 and a half, less than 18 and a half minutes remaining. Ayrton holding on. We do have ourselves a battle for second. Lord Buffalo trying to hold on. He knows it's going to be a difficult task to hold off Ruiz. Gonna have, I do want to try and see if I can do interviews here, so I will be interviewing the winners. Hopefully. I still gotta try and figure out the whole Discord thing. Got less than 17 minutes remaining. Or maybe I won't do interviews. I don't know. I'll decide near the end if I will do interviews. I will figure out if I will or not. The car is still pretty in good condition with the fan being on it a little bit, keeping it cool. As you can see, he's now starting to pull away. Maybe, just maybe, Scored Buffalo is maybe closing in on Ayrton here. Ayrton is starting to make some mistakes a little bit. With less than 16 minutes remaining, maybe nervousness. Maybe the nervousness is starting to creep in now. Because you can see, Scored is still very much in this. He is closing on Ayrton. Scored is closing in. He realizes it's go time. I still got a chance here. He sees Ayrton making some mistakes. He thinks maybe I still have a chance in winning this. But here he comes, hopefully. Does he still have enough time to catch him? We got less than 15 minutes remaining here in the race. Again, like I said, the win in the LMP1s is pretty much set. But the battle for the GT lead is looking like it might be heating up probably one last time here, potentially. Can Scored spoil Ayrton's debut here in OEC? Approaching left GT car of Webster. That might come into play here. Webster's probably not going to contest it here. He's already a lap down, and he just lets Scored Buffalo by. Does Scored still have time? 13 minutes Less than 13 and a half to go. See if we got, and we got some people in a party, but hopefully I'll. The sports still have time. Battle for the GT lead might just be heating back up again. It's had time to cool, but now it's back in the oven again. Back in the oven again, and wants to get even more exciting, so to speak. Score flows in. Maybe this lap car, no, lap car is going to play it smart. Phoenix is going to play it smart and let them by. Unless something is going on with Phoenix, maybe he's... Any damage on his car? Nope, he is all good to go. So we're going back on board with the lead again. Going back on board with scored. The lead once again might be heating back up again in the GTs. As we now see Doug is coming into the picture here. A better improvement over his last few races. He is so far still in the running for points here. He'll finally maybe get some points here so long as nothing happens, knock on wood. But the GT lead is heating up. Scored is closing in on Ayrton with less than 10.5 minutes to go. Here comes Doug once again. Scored once again. He is there. But so too is Ruiz. Ruiz is in the mix again. Can Ayrton hold on to get his first win here in OEC? Or will Scored Buffalo upset him? We will find out in these last 10 minutes here at Hockenheim. Scored. It's closing in slowly but surely here in these last few minutes. Scored, I believe, is there trying to... He has caught him, but now maybe he wants to see if he can keep up with him and maybe pass him for the GT lead and win once again. Justin Ayrton, his first start, trying to get the Porsche up the German-based team a win on a German track. It would be his first win in OEC. So far this season, we've had those who have won in their first start as well in OEC. RZM Arsenal, who unfortunately DC'd earlier in the race. Can Ayrton join him? Or will Scored play spoilers? We're about to find out. Scored to the outside! He's gonna maybe have the advantage here. But Ayrton's got that straight line speed. He's got more of a top end here on the curved straight. here at Hockenheim. But scored. He has that experience around here. Looks to the outside, but now it looks to the inside, but no. Ayrton holds on. Scored using all those seasons of experience here in OEC. Ayrton is a rookie here. Scores, potentially sending this rookie to school here. Scored, looking to the inside. Scored, trying to hold on. Scored to the lead. But it's not over. Here comes Ayrton to the inside. Oh, this is going to be a tight one. Scored. Scored has the lead. But here's also number one UK fan. And he made it 3 wide. And they're side by side here. And Fannon's going to score. But Ayrton holds on. Oh, but here comes Ruiz. Ruiz is on the inside. They're 3 wide here. Going into turn 2. Ruiz to the lead. Ruiz has the lead. With less than 7 minutes to go. Ayrton back to the lead. Here comes Scored back to second again. But Ruiz ain't giving up just yet. Ayrton to the lead still. Oh, we gotta sell another race for the GT lead once again here. That's a shame nobody is watching this, because we're back with the racing here and the GT lead. Exciting multi-car battle for the GT lead. Scored, a veteran here in the Chevy ZR1. But Scored, here comes Scored looking to the outside here. Can't quite make the pass. Scored is still there. Can Scored hold on? Or can Ayrton hold on? Can Scored somehow get by him once again? It's about to be an exciting last 5 minutes here in this race. This is probably a few laps, so. Has Scored used up everything? Scored looking to try and find a way around it. Oh, Ayrton locks the brakes up. Scored is still there. My God, what a race. What an amazing last 5 or so minutes. Oh, Ruiz goes wide. Is this the opportunity Scored needs here? Here comes Scored. Scored to the outside. Scored is still there. We got less than 4 minutes to go. This is essentially maybe 2 or so laps remaining. It's looking like Ruiz. Oh! Ayrton tried to throw the block there. Threw a late block. Scored looking to the inside. They're side by side. Ruiz is going to go with. Who is he going to go with here? Gord to the outside, and he powers through to take the lead with 3.5 minutes remaining. He's sending these rookies to school here. The veteran scored Buffalo. He has raced with a Porsche before. He beat EXRX, a former LMP1 champion, might I add, to the line, I think at the Glen, and beat him in an exciting race there. But it's not over, but instead of one, he's got 2 Porsches that he needs to worry about. The Scored have it in the bag here. Or can Ayrton somehow get by once again and take the lead back and maybe claim his first win? Ayrton's still there. Less than 2.5 minutes remaining. Scored. He's starting to pull away now. We got one person in the chat now with 2 minutes remaining. It's crunch time for Ayrton. He's never been in this position before. But he is still in the hunt for that win. That first win in OEC. Can he get it here? And he's gonna send it. He's gonna send it up the track. But can he hold on? No, he cannot. Scored holds on. That's scaring the corner. Ayrton is desperate to get that lead back. But he realized time isn't on his side. Scored realizing time is on his side. As we got less than a minute remaining in the race. I think Scored might have it. That might have been the one chance Ayrton has. As you can see, Scored is pulling away now. He made the right move. Or has he? Ayrton is still there. He's got one last chance here at turn 1. He's probably going to send it here. Oh, he's not. Scored might win this. Scored Buffalo is going to spoil it here. With 10 seconds to go. No, it's not going to be enough. Scored Buffalo is going to win this. Scored's gonna win it! Scored's gonna win! What a race! All the way up to the end! Your winners are gonna be #1 UK fan, and in only his 3rd start, he's going to win it! Win it! And in the GTs, Scored somehow against all odds is going to win in the GT category in an exciting ending. What a race! But I believe that's gonna do it for me here. No interviews, unfortunately. That's gonna do it for me here. Get it back onto the intro. But yes, it's gonna do it for me here. Here, OEC Season 8, Round 3, Hockenheim. Hope y'all enjoyed it. To those of Metal Ben, Webster, and Ronald, thank y'all for coming into the chat. And obviously, if you liked what you saw, click the like button or the dislike button, whichever floats your boat. Comment below your thoughts on this race and the exciting battles we had in the GT category. And as always, And also, if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. Anyway, this is going to do it for me. This has been OEC Season 8, Round 3 at Hockenheim. I will see y'all later. And as always, keep things metal and gaming.